The thing that I miss most about studying abroad in Spain is definitely my senora. She and I made a really close bond while we were there, and she was just a huge influence on me adapting really well to Spain.
What to say about this experience? It was a life-changing thing. This is where I learned to be independent, whether it was traveling to the Netherlands on my own or planning excursions by myself, but really just getting a taste of what it's like to be an adult traveling by myself.
Loved cooking while I was abroad. I had to cook for myself, but I also I lived with Austrian roommates, and I wanted to show them how I cooked and baked or whatever. So I'd make a lot of cookies and a lot of cake because I felt like they really didn't know what cake was or what peanut butter was. So I contributed that way, but my roommate also baked for me as well. So that was a fun experience, just living with Austrians and cooking for them.
So the whole experience was a life-changing experience, and I initially thought I would become a Spanish teacher, and I was for a while, but then who would think at this day and age that I would be using my Spanish as a physician practicing in Fort Dodge, Iowa, and I never would have dreamed that. So my Spanish has been very useful, and I never for one moment regret the year that I spent on the Spanish abroad program.
One of my most favorite memories, and one thing I miss the most about being in Bangor, is definitely the people I met. I was involved in the basketball team over there and the lacrosse team, and I made a lot of great friends. It's so easy to meet people over there. They put you in a flat with 7 other people, and you see them every day. You use the same kitchen, same common area, so you get to really meet a lot of English and Welsh people along with other international students. I just really miss just being involved in all different kinds of sports and activities, and that was probably one of the best experiences in Wales.
Going abroad and having that experience solidified what I really do want to do with my life, and that is absolutely be a doctor. So going abroad, best experience of my life. Going to Mexico was amazing and gave me an opportunity of a lifetime.
From my experience in Spain, I think that the thing that I learned most is a global perspective. And so from the time that I've come back, I've been able to look at things from a bigger picture, and it's directed me into a career that I think is going to allow me to help the most people.
And I was very much shaped by all my experiences overseas. Some of them were not as good as others, but it was the greatest experience of my life. It has probably been the whole reason I am who I am.
One time when we were in Morocco, we had the same host mom, and she spoke only Arabic, and we knew Spanish, but unfortunately she didn't know Spanish. So we really had no way of communicating whatsoever. And so one time she came up to us and was speaking to us in Arabic like we understood it. And we had no way to explain anything to her, and she was gesturing around with her hands and kind of making a camera, and we had no idea what that meant. And it took us 15 minutes to realize she wanted us to go get our cameras so we could dress up in the Moroccan hijab, which is that long dress kind of gown thing. And we ended up having a fashion show with her. Even though we didn't really understand each other, we kind of bonded over it.
A dinner party after our concert, and that was also about a week before I left, and I was speaking French with all of the members of that choir, and I was understanding, and they were understanding me, and it felt so good. It felt like I was finally home.
I really just was able to grow up a lot in my time in Spain, and I think when I look back, that's the thing I take away from it most, and how I grew as a person, and just how I was able to move on and become an adult, I suppose.